Hello, this is Dave from ViduPM, and I'm going to give an overview today. So to use ViduPM, you can visit directly to the website and click on the login screen and just put in the registered email address. So in this case, I'm going to give my demo email address and click on find my site, and you will get the link to your website, to your instance. You can click on it and it will take you directly to your instance login screen. Now on the login screen page, you can enter your registered email ID and your password, and you can click on remember me. So next time when you go to your instance, it will remember your username and password. You don't have to retype it. You can also use forgot password in case you don't remember your password. It will bring you to the forgot password page, and you have to enter your email ID and click on submit, and you will get a password reset link in your email. Alright, so let's get back to the sign in screen. So when you log in for the first time, you will be prompted for creating your first project. You have to have at least one project to start using ViduPM. So I'm going to click on create now. I'm going to give it a demo project name, and it is always good to have a start and end date for your project so that you can keep track of a lot of things while your project is under progress. You can also put in the rate, monthly, weekly or hourly. As we have billing module inbuilt, you can use the rates defined here further when you will create the invoices. From the project features, you can turn on and off the features, the modules, basically by just clicking them and toggling on and off. You can also categorize your project. So by default, this list is empty, but you can click on add category. So I already added one. Let me add another. So now you can select the category for this project, and if it is your internal project for your own company, you can have the default check mark selected. Otherwise, you can click on the client and you can select the client from the list, or you can create a new company. So I'm going to create a new company here. Some of the fields are mandatory, so just enter those mandatory fields. For now, I'm just going to enter those mandatory fields, but you can add rest of the information. Also, you can select the currency for the client, which you can use further in billing. You can put down some notes as well. So now we have a client here, and the client is now visible in the list. You can add the description. So I'm going to just put some dummy text here and click on create project. So now you will be taken to your project dashboard page. So the project dashboard page has been divided into different sections. As you can see on the right hand side of yours, you can see project list. Once you have multiple projects, you will have all the projects listed here, and you can quickly jump between the projects. And just below that, you will find the project details summary, like the name of the client, the features which are enabled for the projects, and so on, and also the project team. So as right now we don't have any other users in this instance, and I'm the owner of the instance, so I'm automatically added to the project team. Alright, so now obviously to collaborate we have to have some users in the system. So if you go directly to the project team and try to add some of the users, you will see that the list is empty. You don't have anybody in here. So this is because we really did not add any user. So you can directly add new users from here, or you can use the link at the top here. So I'm going to add a new user here. So I'm going to collaborate this project with my team members, so I'm going to add a team member here. So because this is my colleague, I'm going to add it to my company. You can add a job title here, and as I'm going to collaborate with my teammate, so I'm going to create account for him. So now I have this user in the system, and the user is automatically added to the team as well. And if you want to collaborate with someone on the client end, you can add a user in the client company as well and add them as a part of the project team. So now we have two members here. Let's add some tasks now. So now first we have to create a task list. So a task list is a group of similar tasks. So say for example, let me take an example here. Like when you do a SEO project, on page SEO is basically can be a task list here. So privacy, basically you want this task list to be visible to everybody, or just some of the users. So all the users which are part of the project team will be visible in this list, and you can select the users from the list, but because you are the instance owner, you will have visibility to this. So if I will select Alex2 and will not select anybody else in the list, if I have multiple users, then this task list will be visible only to Alex2. So for now I am leaving it everyone. Then you can put a description here. Next, if well, I will come to this later. You can basically save a task list as a template to be used in the future projects, but because this is our first task list, we really don't have any templates here. Then you can also associate milestones if you already have a milestone. I will come to that later as well. So now I'm going to save this task list. So we have a task list here now. So we are going to add some of the tasks, like check H1 tags. I'm going to put a start date and an end date for it. Then let's me add one more task here. So let me show you one more thing here. I'm trying to choose a start date which is earlier than the start date of the project, so you cannot do that. You will be prompted with an error saying you need to enter a task start date which is equal to or greater than the project start date. So I'm going to choose a later date, and in the same way I cannot choose a date past the project end date. So we have to choose a date which falls under the project end date. Alright, so you can as description and privacy. If you have multiple users assigned to this task list, you can again select which users can see this task by selecting the users from the list if you have multiple users. So as this is a demo and we only have one user in the system, I'm going to leave it everyone here. Then obviously there are some additional settings. You can set priority, and if it is a repetitive task, you can select the repetition here as well. Also you can attach some files as well to the task if you want to. So now we have two tasks here, and you can see basically it shows you first of all who is responsible for the task, then the task title. Then there are some additional things that you can do from here by hovering your mouse over the task. You can basically edit the task, you can quickly enter time, you can set the progress, you can delete the task, you can also create subtasks, and then from here you can see if anybody has commented on the task or how many comments are there on the task. I will show you it shortly. Then you will see due date, the percent progress here, and estimated time and the amount of time that has been logged. So let's go to the project detail page, sorry, task detail page. If you click on this task title, you will be taken to the task detail page. And again, the task detail page, on the right hand side you will see some of the task properties, like the task list the task is part of, who is assigned to this task, the priority, the progress, who created the task, and when the task was created, and when it was last updated. Um, Again, you can quickly do some of the tasks from here. Also, all the task files will be shown here, and you can also add time log. So let me add quickly add a task file here. You can also drag and drop, or you can just click here. Let me quickly add something dummy. Alright, so now as you can see, you will see some of the properties for the file as well, at who uploaded the file and when it was uploaded. Then also I can enter the time here. I mean start the time logger, or what I can do is I can log time as well manually. So I'm going to add time here, 4 a.m. say 5 a.m. and I can choose if it is billable or not, and I can also put details. So these details will be useful when you will do the billing, or when you want to just go back and refer what was done and for what the time entry was. So now it will be shown here like this, and only the responsible users can enter the time log. So if it is only Alex who is responsible for this task, then only that user will be able to log the time. But here we have put everyone, so everyone who is going to work on this task will be able to log time entry. But if we have multiple users who are collaborating on the project, and you assign this task to only, say for example, 2 users out of the 5 users who are on the project team, then only those 2 users will be able to enter the time here. Then also you can collaborate with your team members by putting comments here in the comment section. Can you give us an update? Also, by default the notify by email feature is set to none, but you can select to whom you want to set the notification, send the notification, so they know that somebody has posted a comment and expecting a reply from the teammates. So once you post the comments will be visible, and again you can see who posted the comment and at what time, and also only the user who posted the comment can add it or delete it. And always the newest comments will be shown at the top. So now if you want to complete the task, you can just check mark this box and your task will be completed. So now let me show you some more options available here. You can basically sort the task list by their name or by their creation date, and then also we have this search box here. You can search if you have lots of tasks and task lists, so you can search quickly, and there are some filters that you can apply, like search tasks which are assigned only to me or me and others or everyone. So you can just write down something from the task description and then click on search task, and only those tasks will be available. Also under due today you will see all the tasks which has a due date as of today. Under overdue, all the tasks will be shown which are overdue. So as you can see, today is 31st, and these tasks had end date older than December 31st, so these tasks are appearing here. Then any task which has a due date in the future will show up here, and all the completed tasks will be shown here. Alright, now coming back to milestones. So basically milestones are you can say goals, small goals to achieve a big goal. So for example, in SEO project, on page SEO is one of the goal. So I'm going to create this milestone, because obviously you have to complete on page SEO first before you can further increase your digital marketing effort. So I'm going to put something here. So I'm going to put a due date here, and I'm going to put it ownership and privacy to everyone for now. So now I have a milestone here, and again you can You can see all the due today milestones, overdues, upcoming and completed milestones. Again, we have this very nice summarized graphical overview here as well. Now coming back to task, and what I can do is I can now associate this milestone to my task list. So I'm going to edit this, and I can now associate this milestone. So now this milestone will appear on the task list. So there is a milestone associated with this task list. So one more thing I would like to show here before we move further is you can just hover your mouse on this down arrow, and you will see a couple of options here. One of them is save as template, and then another one is move. So by move means you can move this task list to any other project in your instance. Also, if I will save it as a template, so I'm going to save it as on page STU template and include all task and subtask and save as a template. Now this is a template which is available throughout my instance, and I can use this to create a task list in any future projects. So say for example, if I get another digital marketing as a project, then I don't have to create everything from scratch. I can just click on add task list, name the task list, and then select the template and click on save task list, and everything will be automatically created and populated for me. So moving back to the project dashboard, now you will see some of the graphical representations here. So as you can see now, we have one upcoming milestones, there are two overdue tasks, and in the same way, once you have links and everything, this dashboard will give you a very nice summarized view of any of the project you have. Moving on to messages now. So instead of collaborating through email and getting lost in the emails, what you can do is you can start your message threads here. So maybe like I'm collaborating with on-page team, so discussions about on-page. So all the communication. Then again, you can add categories here if you want to. If you want to categorize your messages. For now, I'm going to leave it privacy for all. I don't want to include client here, and I can also select a file if I want to add a file to the message thread. Now as we have this message thread here, so I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to add my first message, and I can notify the team here and post the message. So as you can see, the message is now visible here. So now one of my team member has responded to the message. Now as you can see, I did get the notification, and also I can see the message at the top. So here also the latest message will appear on the top, and I can also edit my message, but I cannot edit the message posted by my colleague. So this is how you can keep all the communication related to any of the task or related to the project under messages. So this is a very good way to keep the communication at central place. Also, as you can see here, I have a badge here under messages saying that I have one notification. If I click on it, it will show that Alex2 has basically posted something under demo project. So if I will click on this, it will automatically take to the message detail page, and I can see what was posted. Alright, now let me quickly add a file here. Alright, let me post the reply. So now I posted the reply, and my file is also attached with my message here. So this is how you can collaborate effectively through messages. Now coming to the next module, files. So under files, you can keep all your files at central place, and also all the files that anybody attach either under a task or under messages will appear here as well. And also we have categorize the files category here. So basically, as you can see that one of the file was from the message replies, and one of the file was from the tasks, and there are total number of 2 files. So if I click on message reply files, it will only show me the files which have been posted by somebody under any of the message thread. And again, the same thing with with the task as well. If I click on task, it will only show me the files which was posted by somebody under any of the task, and um, you will see these files based separated by the dates. um, so this is basically a central repository for all your files related to the project, so you don't have to keep multiple copies at multiple places. You can have all your files related to the project under files module. Coming on to the time logs. So under time logs, you will see all the time log entries which have been done by the team. So you can select the dates here, and from and to, and you can also put some more filters, like if you want to see time log entries for all the users or for any specific user, and you can also do sorting here as well. So here you can see who entered the time logs, and also you can see the summary here, like total amount of time logged, total billable and non-billable hours here. And you can also log time directly from here, or you can start a timer as well. Okay, now coming on to project settings. Again, on project settings, you can change the project settings. You can assign a logo, or you can change the category. You can change the rate, or you can disable any of the modules here, and click on update. Now coming on to project report. So when you click on project report, it will give you a report about the project, the users associated with the project, the tasks, milestones and time logs. You can also save this report as a PDF. So coming on to next module, passwords. So basically you can keep all your passwords at a central place here. Coming on to passwords, so basically you can put all your passwords at a central place here. You don't have to manage Excel sheets. And also if you click on add password, type in the URL. So you can also click on this view password link if you have to view the password, and you can put notes here. You can also create groups and assign the password to a group. Now click on save. So once you will save the password, it will appear like this, and when you assign the group will be shown like this. So basically you can group all the similar passwords together, and so you can directly view the password by clicking on this, and you can also directly go to the URL by clicking on the site URL. So this is how you can have all your passwords at a central place. You can also bookmark the passwords if you use them regularly. So just click on this star, and the password will be bookmarked here. So if you have a lot of passwords, you don't have to look through the list. You can just have them bookmarked here. Now moving on to next, link manager. So under link manager, you can manage all your links. So right now there are no records found, so we are going to add a campaign. So for example, this is the site. So do you want to monitor the links? Yes, I want to monitor all the links. And how frequently you want them to monitor? Weekly. And now I can import all my existing links if I am already managing them from somewhere. So you can download the sample Excel file and you can import all of them once, and if this is a new project, you can just continue adding the links manually by clicking on add link. So status like active, requested, this is just to keep track record of your linking progress. And then you can select the type of the link. Then you can select if it was a link for a text or for an image, and who basically created this and when it was created, what is the URL of the website, what is the type of the website, and then anchor text and the destination URL. And do you want to enable monitoring for this or not? So this is how you can manage all your links at central place, and also you can keep monitoring them. And here you will see a summary of all the links, how many of them are active and how many of them are inactive. And you can also switch the project directly from here. If you want to manage links for another project in your instance. Now moving on to Google Analytics, you can have your Google Analytics account linked in ViduPM. So right now, as I don't have any Google Analytics account in here, but I can add it by clicking on add email and enter the email address that is associated with your Google Analytics account. Click on add and then it will take you to the Google sign-in page, and you have to basically allow ViduPM to fetch the information from your instance. In the same way, under rank checker, you can add the webmaster tools. So enter your webmaster account here if you already have one. If not, you have to basically add it, and the same process will be followed here as well. Add new account, enter your email address that is associated with your webmaster account, click on add email, and again it will take you to the Google, and you have to allow ViduPM to fetch the information from your account. And then again you can integrate Facebook with ViduPM. So we will basically cover this in a separate video. Alright, so moving on to some of the other options. At the top, I would like to cover billing first. So from the billing, you can manage all the invoices. So for the first time, if you don't have any invoice in here, you will be prompted to create your first invoice, but I'm going to close it out. So basically this is a dashboard where you can see how many paid and unpaid invoices you have, how many partially paid or disputed invoices you have. And once you will have some invoices, you will also see a summarized view of monthly invoices and earnings here. Then you can see the clients you are invoicing using the invoicing module, then the invoicing activity, received invoices and outstanding invoices. Also you can basically see deleted invoices, current invoices, under invoices, and the payments you have received from payments, and you can also run reports as well. So because right now we don't have anything here, so we will not be able to see the reports. So to create a new invoice, you can click on new. So you have to enter some of the information. So invoice number. So basically what you have to do is you have to set a pattern here for the first time. Say for example, my company's name is ESIT, so I'm just going to put ESIT, and I would like to have at least 5 digits in my invoices. So I would like to start it using 01000. So this I have to do it only once. Next time it will automatically increment this number. So next invoice will automatically be created with a number of 1001. So now select the client, and it will automatically pick up the currency you have set when you did create the client, and creation date. If you want to give any discount, and if you want to set reminder, you can enable reminder here as well. And if you would like to make it a recurring invoice, you can create it as a recurring invoice as well. Then select project and description, and enter rest of the entries. And when you click on accept payment online, you will be prompted to associate your PayPal account. Right now we only have PayPal integration, but soon we will come up with more integration like authorize.net and stripe.com. So once you have all this information, you can save and preview before sending, and then you can send the invoice. So I'm going to cancel it for now. Also from the users tab, you can create more users so that for your team, so that your team can collaborate. Under clients, you can have all your clients. And under settings, again you can change some of the settings related to your instance, like you can change the date format, you can change the site owner, you can also change the site name, and you can upload your logo, as well as you can integrate some of these services. Then you can also take backup of your database. Basically it's like taking backup of your instance. Then you can also choose your subscription here. You can upgrade or downgrade your subscription, or if you want to deactivate your account, you can deactivate your account from here as well. Then lastly, you can set your email signatures. So this will be used for all the notification emails that will go out to the users and to the clients from your instance. Then event manager, so basically it's a calendar view of all the events that you want to manage through ViduPM. You can basically create events like monthly meetings or like weekly reports, things like that, and it will be shown under the dashboard so that you can keep track of these important events. Then from the reports, there are a couple of reports that you can pull up. So once you have some information into your instance, you can pull up these predefined reports. We are working on more reports, and soon more reports will be available. Or if you have any specific requirements, just let us know, and we will integrate those reports as well in Report Manager. So that's pretty much of it. We will cover all the modules separately in detail in separate videos. So keep using it, and feel free to drop a note to us if you have any issues or if you need something new uh, which can make this a better tool and which can make your life easier. Thank you again, and have a nice day.